So it kinda mixes, kinda not. It's not sticking at all. This is gonna be totally experimental. I'm not sure how much should I add. Well, what can I say? It's totally different. Let's hope it will work out. Okonomiyaki should look not like this. That's for sure. Hello everyone! So today we are making Japanese dish. One of my favorites, okonomiyaki. Just it's gonna be slightly different than usual, because we are going to use red cabbage and no wheat flour. We are going to use coconut flour, a little bit of it, and almond flour. This is gonna be totally experimental, and of course pineapple as well, because I got some and I thought, what if we add some pineapple to it? Will it be sweet? Will it be good? Will it be not good? And so on. So, because we are trying to live healthy life, and okonomiyaki is like a pizza. You can add everything you have in your kitchen. So I'm not sure how it's gonna, if it's gonna bake well or not with this flour, this almond flour and this coconut flour, but let's try to do this experiment together and we will see. So our ingredients are red cabbage, red onion, white onion, ginger, 2 eggs, fish dash, pineapple, oil for cooking, mushrooms, we're gonna add some mushrooms as well, flour, almond flour and coconut flour. So first, of course, we're gonna prepare a dot. Eggs. So 2 eggs. Then a very important ingredient in making okonomiyaki is dash. Is a fish stock, dashi called in Japanese, as I remember. So let's add it to our eggs. Ginger is also quite important. Okay, not too much. Actually, maybe it's already too much, but oh well. A little bit of salt. Now let's mix the eggs. Our lovely mixing tool, which is very handy and very useful, because I really don't like to mix it by hand. So we have like speeds. I usually use number 6 out of 12 speeds. Now that we have everything mixed, let's add some flour. So I will start with almond flour. I'm not sure how much should I add. I hope this will be enough. Some coconut flour. You should add less coconut flour than almond flour. Yeah, and now as we can see, we already need some water, but we won't be able to bake anything like this. Well, what can I say? It's totally different than a normal dot, but let's hope it will work out. Once the dot is ready, usually next goes the cabbage. But in this case, I want to do it slightly different, and I want to bake some onions. My green onion is still growing. Actually, it hasn't even started to grow yet. I just planted it not so long ago, like a couple of days. You should be able to see it. So I don't have any green onions at the moment. So that's why I'm gonna cook some red and white onions together with the mushrooms, as I want to make it more delicious. I really like coconut oil instead of like olive oil. Well, actually it's not good to use olive oil on the frying pan because its temperature for heating is much lower, and after it reaches a certain temperature some toxins starts to come out. Let's prepare the onion. It's good that at least cutting will be fast with my cutting machine. I love how fast I can cut everything with it. Like I said, oh, I'm gonna cry. Whew. So like I said, it's good that it does not take long to cut it out. Our oil has melted. And let's leave it to fry. Now next, of course, we are going to cut a cabbage. So I have used it before a little bit. Tastes different than normal cabbage. So again, we'll see how it goes. It's hardly mixable, and that's a bad sign. Usually when making okonomiyaki it mixes well and sticks. Now it kinda mixes but does not stick at all. A really interesting okonomiyaki, I would say. So it kinda mixes, kinda not. It's not sticking at all. We don't want to burn our onions. And now let's cut the pineapple. Okay, maybe one piece will be enough. Again, now I was thinking if I should make a cubes, but I decided that I will use my machine as it's ready, and I will cut it in smaller pieces. Now the onions are ready. Let's place the mushrooms together with the onions. They are from the freezer, so they're still cold, but I think they should freeze, the ice should melt quite quickly, and then they should bake very nicely. Yeah, so as we have mushrooms, well, quite a big pieces of the mushrooms, so that's why I'm gonna cut pineapple into smaller pieces. I think that maybe it will be enough of one pineapple like this. It's more liquid now and it feels a little bit better. Okay, let's check the mushrooms. Very nicely. As we have some parsley, I'm gonna pick it up and use it for my dish as well. It should be a nice addition to our okonomiyaki. Onions and mushrooms goes into here. You can see they're baked, looks like baked quite nicely. Actually now it looks better. As I can see, it kinda sticks. It kinda started to stick a little bit. So yeah, looks like we still have some hope to make something like a pancake, like okonomiyaki, like it should be. I guess I had to add more water before, not just eggs. And we're gonna use like half of this mass. And make a nice pancake. With wheat flour it would stick, of course, but now I'm not sure if it will stay, if it will stick or not. Okay, now moment of truth. Let's see if we can switch it over. Because usually it's possible and quite easily. But in this case, I think most likely that will not be possible. So the only way to break it apart, and it would not win okonomiyaki competition, no, not in any way. But as of now, taste is quite good, I would say. It's really promising. Okay, time to take it out. And unfortunately, the shape is not as okonomiyaki shape should be. Okonomiyaki should look not like this. That's for sure. I have homemade mayonnaise. Put it on top. Let's imagine this is a pancake and it sticks together, okay? This is what I'm using. I'm not sure how it's called actually, but it's very popular in Japanese. It might be a seaweed, but I'm not sure. So our dish is ready. You can see it here. It didn't go as expected. Actually, yeah, well, I knew that the wheat flour kinda sticks everything together and then you get like a pancake. But in this case, well, it's different, but it's more healthy. It's not a pancake, not like a Japanese pizza okonomiyaki, how you usually see it, but it's still eatable. It's different, but it's eatable. So maybe it's better to put all the mass to the oven and then bake it. That also might be an option, not on a frying pan. So then you would have like a casserole or something like that. But anyway, let's taste this out and let's see, is it good, is it bad, is it worth to do it or not. First bite is very delicious. So I don't remember if I mentioned this before or not, but if you use coconut flour or almond flour, it's kinda dry. They tend to take all the liquids to them, and then the dish is kinda dry. So if you use these flours, it's always a good idea to have some kind of sauce. So in this case, we have a mayonnaise. Well, we have some mushrooms, which is kinda liquid a little bit, and pineapple also has some kind of liquid in it. So overall, it tastes good. I like the taste actually. The taste is very good. I would say it's maybe a little bit dry, but not too much. Yes, it's not too dry, and it's really good. I like it. Really delicious. Maybe just for the next time I would bake it in the oven and make it like a casserole, because in this case it's like you saw, it's not a pancake, and this flour does not stick everything together. So I approve this recipe. I would say maybe 8 out of 10, because yeah, of course, if you use a wheat flour, it will be even better, I would say. But in this case, it's also very delicious. Pineapple gives a little bit sweetness. Red cabbage, I don't know, it's good. It's very similar to the green white one, so it doesn't really matter. So you can try to experiment this, and I hope you find this useful. Please like the video if you like it, and see you next time. Cheers!